Hello, everybody. Welcome to meditation. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tiffany Michinor. Very glad to have you here in this virtual recorded space. So today we're going to do a yoga nidra, a guided meditation that's including a body scan element. You can feel free to embrace any parts of the meditation and to let go of things that don't work for you, to replace any parts of the meditation. I am your guide, but you are the one who is in the driver's seat always. If at any point in time you fall asleep during the meditation, that is perfectly fine. That means your body probably needs a little bit of rest. And so we're here to honor what the body needs with each given moment. So if you drift off, that's fine. If you come in and out of wakefulness, that is fine too. So wherever you are at this moment, I invite you to become comfortable in that space. So whether you choose to stand for the meditation, whether you choose to sit or lie down, or a combination of many things, you might even want to create a walking meditation. Whatever form you take, I welcome you to get very comfortable within that form. And know that there might be times during this practice where I am silent. But even though I'm silent, the meditation is still happening. And I'll make it very clear once we are at the conclusion of this session. And so as you continue to settle in, begin to bring awareness to the quality of your breath at this moment without judging it. So just noticing how the breath is flowing through you as if you are an instrument through which the breath flows. So you might notice the rise and fall of the navel, expansion of the rib cage, and maybe the rise and fall of the upper chest cavity. You might even begin to notice how the breath flows through the nostrils and or through the mouth and what that sensation is like. So just really take stock of your breath, the kind of engine that keeps the motor running, if you will. Just take stock, take notice. As you're doing so, if your eyes are open, you might even begin to really notice your external environment. So what is surrounding you at this time? Maybe noticing the colors around you, noticing the sensations you feel externally. So the air on your skin, anything that is touching your skin, what is that like? Just noticing, becoming aware. You might even bring your awareness to sound, so noticing what sounds you can hear in your environment. Perhaps there are other humans about, or perhaps there's the sound of a coffee machine, perhaps the pitter-patter of animals walking around. Just notice all the sounds in your environment. Sounds, sensations, the light, the atmosphere, everything external. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, you might begin to soften your gaze or close your eyes and just quiet down all of the external things that you just noticed and become more and more aware of your internal environment. So again, coming back to the breath, becoming more and more aware of that breath internally. Maybe noticing if there's any rumbles of the stomach area or how the heart is beating at this time. Just notice what is going on with you internally, maybe even emotions that are arising, and all emotions are welcome in this space. So whatever you are feeling, know that it is welcome. There's no need to push it away or shove it down if it is an unpleasant feeling. That is okay. It is part of the human experience, and therefore it can also be a part of this meditation session. So, noticing what is going on internally in its entirety. Take a moment. Perhaps allowing the body to soften even more into the space that is supporting it. So if you're lying down, allow the back to soften further into that space, onto that surface. If you're standing, allowing the soles of the feet to really sink into the floor, whatever that means for you. But just really, really feel yourself being supported by whatever it is you're sitting on, lying on, or standing upon. Feel that support and that groundedness. And from here, I'll invite you into a journey of sensation around the body. And so we'll start at the crown of the head, and then we'll journey down and land at the soles of the feet. So bringing your awareness to the crown of the head, and there's no need to move or shift or change unless you absolutely want to. That's okay. But for now, I'm inviting you into a space of stillness and awareness. So, again, bringing awareness to the crown of the head, and allowing that awareness to shift down to the third eye center of the forehead, the left eyebrow and right eyebrow, the right eye and left eye, the right cheek and left ear and right ear, both nostrils, the upper lip, the lower lip, the tongue, and the entire mouth cavity. Bring awareness to the chin, the throat, and now awareness to the entire face at once and all the features that we just named. Bring awareness. And now shifting back to the throat center, bring awareness to the right shoulder and the left shoulder, the left upper arm, the right upper arm, right elbow, left lower arm, right lower arm, right wrist, left palm of the hand, right palm of the hand, right back of the hand, left back of the hand, all of the fingers on the left side, all of the fingers on the right side, and then bring awareness to both arms at the same time, from the shoulders all the way out through the fingertips, and maybe even illuminating them with light that is a color of your choosing. That could be fun. And then shifting that awareness back to the throat and then moving down the center of the body at the heart, the navel, all of the internal organs, the spine, spinal cord, and then down into the pelvic bowl, perhaps illuminating that area with a light color of your choosing. If you want to, you don't have to. And then moving down from the pelvic bowl to the right hip, the left hip, the left upper leg, the right upper leg, right knee, left left lower leg, right top of the foot, left top of the foot, left sole of the foot, right sole of the foot, all the toes on the right side and all the toes on the left side, and then bringing into awareness both legs at the same time, starting at the hips and traveling all the way down to the toes and the soles of both the right and the left foot. Maybe inviting another color of lightness into those spaces, whatever color you choose, if that feels appropriate for you. And then bring awareness to the entire body from the crown of the head to the soles, and back up from the soles to the crown, illuminating the entire body with breath and awareness. Take a moment. And now begin to once again invite light into the body, the entire body. Make it very, very bright, extremely luminescent from the head and the arms and the center of the body and the limbs, the lower limbs, the feet. The whole body is bright, 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 bright. Turn it up to the highest, brightest light you possibly can. And notice the sensations you feel with the lightness expressed throughout the entire body. And then little by little begin to replace that lightness with darkness, the complete opposite. So beginning to invite the sensation of darkness into the head and the shoulders and down through the arms and the center of the body and down through the legs and out the feet, inviting in the sensation of darkness. Without the dark, there is no light. These two things exist together. And so welcoming in the darkness into the entire body, from crown to soul. And now maintaining that darkness, begin to invite in speckles of light once more. And so now there becomes an equal balance of light and dark. So maintaining the darkness, welcome in light once more. Let the light play with the dark play with the light, and notice what sensations you feel at this time. Now feel free to let that go. Allow the lightness to dissipate. Allow the darkness to dissipate and return back to simply you in this moment, whatever that means. Return back to you. Return back to the breath and bring your awareness to the center of the forehead, just right between the eyebrows. And there, you might notice a dark screen, if you will. It is if you are staring at a movie screen, but there's nothing that's been projected on there yet except the thoughts that go by. And these thoughts might be like clouds in the sky, and you could just notice the thoughts that go by on the screen in the mind. Just notice them without glomming on to any of them, without creating a story about any of them. Just saying, huh, there's a thought, inviting a little bit of curiosity and letting that thought pass by. Notice what is there playing out on the screen of the mind. Take a few moments. Now begin to exit the screen of the mind. It will still continue to play as the mind tends to do, but we no longer need to pay as much attention to that at this moment. Just let it play and then bring your awareness back to the breath where we began the practice. And now begin to notice how the breath is flowing through you at this point in time, noticing the rise and fall of the belly, the expansion and contraction of the rib cage, the rise and fall of the upper chest. Noticing how the breath enters the nasal passageways, how the breath enters the mouth, or a combination of both. Noticing all the elements of your breath at this point in time. As you're doing that, you might once again become aware of the other internal elements that are present. So any sounds, sensations that are present internally, begin to become aware of those without judgment. And now begin to become aware of the external environment once more. And so not only are we noticing the breath and what is occurring internally, noticing external sensations too, the sounds externally to you, the sensations externally to you, maybe feeling the air on your skin, maybe letting a little bit of light peek through the eyelids, noticing the sound in your environment. Perhaps they have shifted and changed from when we initially started our practice. And so becoming curious of what is happening in this external world, just as we were curious as to what is happening internally. So notice the external environment. If you feel inclined to invite movement into your body, feel more than free to do so. You might want to wiggle a finger, a couple of fingers, a toe or two. It's up to you. You might want to circle your wrists and maybe move the elbows, the shoulders. You might want to circle the ankles, maybe move the knees and just shimmy shake a little bit if that feels okay. But take your time. You don't have to move at all. Maybe fluttering the eyelids open or taking a nice nourishing yawn here, up to you. But welcome back to the space, to the present time. And that concludes our meditation for today, our Yoga Nidra body scan journey. Thank you all for tuning in. I wish you, much love and peace for the day. Bye-bye.